This is Tags from WarGP and welcome to another episode, and we'll be doing another solo bat trip. Yeah, so solo bat trips are my thing nowadays given the pandemic. So today we'll be covering one game. Also, I'll try to explain as much as I can during this bat trip. So it's more of like probably an explanation, a battle report, while I go through the rules and I go through the things that happen throughout the game. So this is Battlespace, the game that I am recently playing, or I think it's, let's say, the flavor of the month, flavor of the week in terms of the games that I've been currently engaged with. So today we will be doing mission 3. So in Battlespace, mission 3 is a particular scenario wherein your troops are on their way to the forward operating base. You have 2 transports, and all of a sudden the transport in the front has been attacked. It was shot by an RPG or missile or whatever. Could probably destroy these types of transports, and it's technically an ambush situation. So you'll be starting in the middle of the board. So these are the guys that I will be using, and pretty much the enemies are already set. So we have a couple of enemy stragglers here that are actually Al-Wahid fighters. So soldiers. They're pretty much the more trained enemies, and we have here an element of Al-Wahid fighters. So the soldiers are more trained, the fighters are, let's say, people who banded together because of their, for whatever reason, but they're not really militarily trained. And we have one Al-Wahid sniper here. So remember, the theme of the game is modern military. That's why this pretty much gives us, the scenario gives us an idea of like the ambush that happens when a Humvee gets shot in the middle of a desert and they don't know where the shots are coming. So it's pretty much like that. And on my roster, I'm actually fielding Crowder, Lawler, and Singletary, and Baybrook. So those are my Marines. Now for Crowder, I'm putting the radio operator gear. So he is our comms guy. For Lawler, I'm putting a tourniquet and a smoke grenade. For Baybrook, he will be our medic. And lastly, for Singletary, no particular position, but I'm giving him a grenade launcher. Alright, so let's start the game. We'll do the deployment first. So I'll be putting this as our comms guy, since he does look like a comms guy. So he will be Crowder. So this will be Crowder. I will deploy him in a manner that he won't die easily. So probably at the edge, as long as we are still within that zone, I can go as far as that. And for our medic, he will be positioned. I want to go behind that, if that is a good idea. So let's do that. So as out as possible into that direction. And then for our grenade launcher person or Singletary, let us place him here, so that we can either go here or go behind. Although this is just shallow water, so we can take control of the, or at least take cover. And then we have Lawler, who, well, the miniature is a girl, but yeah, so it's Miss Lawler. Should be having the tourniquet and the M18 smoke grenade. Alright, so let's start with the first turn. So during the gameplay you have turns, and for this mission the success is if we have a survivor by the end of turn 5. So all we need to do is survive. So first turn, whenever you activate someone, you need to roll for their initiative. So I'll try to activate our grenade launcher guy, this guy. So we will be activating Singletary, and what I want to do is actually shoot the sniper with the grenade launcher anyway, so, or right off the start. The way it works is will be it doesn't have any range. The range is technically the whole map, and I just need to place the template here. I don't need to do a range attack roll. I just need to roll it and see if it actually lands on the point of impact on the card. So as you can see here, 9 to 20, it lands where I place it. The others will mean it will be drifting. But before I do that, I need to roll for initiative first. So the initiative of Singletary is 6, so I need to meet that. Right now we are still within team cohesion, or the cohesion of the fire team, so I can give someone plus bonus or +1 bonus to the initiative. So I'll be giving that to him just so he makes it, and all we need is a 6. Okay, so we did pass, we got the 7, and I am giving him that shoot order. So his first order will be spent shooting his grenade launcher at the sniper. So this will be the point where you will be needing to point where the origin, or you'd be pointing that the arrow towards the origin of the attack. So I'm pointing it at him, since it's a Singletary who is attacking, and hoping that we get a 9 and above. 9 and above, please. Damn it! Okay, so we missed. We rolled an 8, so it means it will be deviating 1 movement template toward this direction. No. So it has deviated here, and we actually hit no one, and that is my first order. So technically, oh, it says here it actually can choose 2 orders. So I've spent my ammo. It only has 2. It's spendable, and that's it for his activation. So I'm putting an activation token here. Okay, so that was a bad move, since now he's left it out in the open and wasn't even able to do anything. So the next person, I think we should be activating Lawler. So I'm going to activate Lawler. That's her, and we need a 10. Okay, so here I rolled an 8, and an 8 technically should be good enough for the others, but his initiative is 10. The good thing, however, is this guy, our radio operator, his gear gives a reroll for initiative to anyone within 1 movement template of him. So he can give Lawler a reroll, and hopefully we get 10. Yes, exactly what we needed. Alright, so we'll be activating Lawler and try to take out the sniper. So we'll be shooting the sniper, and the sniper is actually on elevated terrain, meaning they get a +2 to their threat value, as if their threat value is not high enough. So that's 13 plus 2, so we need to roll a 15. Now I have a modifier for my range attack that is +3, so I just need to beat the threat value of the Al-Wahid sniper. So right now it's 15, I have +3, so I just need a 12. Hopefully I make it. I did not. Okay, that's fine. I think we need to move. Fine, let's take another shot. Push our luck. Okay, 19. Nice. So we hit him, and Al-Wahid sniper only has one heart or one wound, one life. So he is already out of action. Unfortunately for us, that is both our orders. And they are now both out in the open, trying to take out the sniper, which is not the best thing to do. And she's now activated. Next, I'm going to let's try our medic and give him something good to do. And his initiative is just 5, so hopefully that should be easy. And I will position myself. I will do a move so I can go behind. Here. Just so these guys will not have line of sight. Well, at least that dude will not have line of sight towards the medic, but we are out in the open if we're talking about these guys. So we'll have him shoot as his second order, and that is just a group of Al-Wahid fighters, so they're not really the toughest or highly trained, and they only have a threat value of 9. There's no cover, no anything, so it's just a straight up roll. And I think we have a bonus. Yeah, we have +1 to our range attack. And we roll a 19, as if we needed that one. So the Al-Wahid fighter just have a threat level of 9, so obviously we need that. And they have 1 wound or 1 life, so he is automatically killed. We remove him. Now there's an effect on the card that says that when a model from the element is killed in action, the element will immediately make a full move away from the soldier that made the attack. So if he's going to move away, he's going to go this way. And let's do just that. So he will move away there. So technically that's him panicking because he's not trained. And that is his second order, the shooting. So our medic is also now activated. Next, last guy is our radio operator, which cannot use the radio on himself, so he won't be able to do his own initiative reroll. But good thing is he has an initiative of 6, which is low enough. Yes, so we make it. And yeah, I think the smart thing to do right now is to get some cover. So I will be moving here, so at least I have some cover. That's my first order. I'm spending it on a move and I'm shooting this guy. I have +1 on my range attack, but this guy is actually an Alwahid soldier, higher than the fighter, which is 12, and the fighter is just 9, so he's 12. He's elevated, so that gives him +2 modifier for the elevation. So I need to beat a number or a target number of 14 that is now his present threat level. So with the +1, I just need a 13. Okay, I rolled a 16, and that is enough to hit him. Unfortunately though, Alwahid soldiers are trained and they are tougher. They have 2 lives, so I'll just be putting a wound token on him to remind me that he already spent 1, or he's down to 1 life basically. Alright, so that's everyone in the team, and they've all activated. Now, after everyone has activated, we will draw a sitrep card. And the sitrep card tells us, so it's a reinforcement, an enemy element of 1d6. 1 enters the area on a random edge that was not the edge the soldiers deployed from. If the result is 1, the reinforcement is a trained straggler. Okay, so we rolled a 1. The reinforcement is not just it won't be an element, unfortunately. It will be trained. And what do we know about trained enemies? They are often the Alwahid soldier or the Alwahid leader. So actually we can choose, or the Alwahid sniper. So these are our trained stragglers. Let's roll 1, 2 for soldier, 3, 4 for sniper, 5, 6 for the leader, 3. Oh my god, it's another sniper. So it's a sniper, and we need to roll or randomize the edges. So 1 to 5 here, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16, 20. Okay, so the sniper comes out of that direction. So we are placing the sniper over there, and let's have that face here. Wait. There. Alright, that is bad. So now we have a sniper that we need to deal with, and the good thing is they don't attack right away. Alright, so now that we've drawn a sitrep card, next thing is the activation of all of the enemies that have not yet been activated, because sometimes your sitrep card will actually tell you to activate them. So let's start with this guy, and he will be shooting the closest person. Oh yeah, he needs to move first. Okay, so if he will be moving, that will just be 1 drop. And he will be shooting at him. He is already in cover, and technically that's now just a 12. Since I'm in hard cover or solid cover, since I'm base to base with the terrain piece that gives me cover, that will be a +2 on my side. So I just need to defend against his threat level +2, so it's well, threat level -2 because of the cover, solid cover, so it's down to 10. I just need 10 and up. Okay, so not that the cover made any difference. We are hit for 1, so we are placing a 1 token on Crowder, our radio operator. Man. And for the next one, also be moving down and shoot at the lawler with an 8. I don't have any cover. I needed to beat 12, so Lawler gets 1 wound. This is bad. Now that guy can't just go ahead and drop, because that's more than 3 times his height. So if he's going to move closer to the enemy, yeah, he'll just first move up to the edge and then shoot Lawler, and this will be an easy shot. He has elevation, so he gets +2. I actually need to defend against 14. I got a 12, so now that's 2 shots landed on Lawler because they didn't go and take any cover, which is super foolish of me. And the 3 of them have activated. Now the sniper will be shooting at our medic at Baybrook, and the sniper has a threat level. Oh yeah, he gets to move. Oh, actually he doesn't need to move. Oh yeah, so all of them don't need to move if they already see the enemy, for them to get that advantage. So let's just well, anyway, all of their shots landed. Not that it mattered, but just to give them that advantage again on the later turns. Okay, so the sniper will not move because he has line of sight towards our medic, and he has 13, but the card says, or his ability is that whenever he stays in place he gets +1, so now we're defending also against 14. Oh, we successfully defended. Nice. Alright. So now we go to the next turn, and technically we clean up first. So I'll be removing all of those tokens, activation tokens, and we start the new round. Yeah, by the way, after the enemies activate, you technically do the cleanup phase, check if you're winning. But since this is just a turn 2, there's no reason for us to check if we're meeting the objective or the win conditions, because there's only one win condition, and that is to survive until turn 5. Okay, so now let's do something that would be smart. So I will be activating Lawler first, so that she's not out in the open. I get a 15. That is more than enough. Her initiative is 10, so I get to have 2 moves, or 2 orders. My first order is to move up to that point, so at least we will be having cover from these guys. We still have line of sight, but at least we'll get the +2 bonus for cover. And then for the second action, we'll try to shoot at the sniper. So we get it. We get the dice. We have +3 against 13. Oh, so it's against 14 because it didn't move. So we just need an 11. Yeah. Okay, he failed. She failed. Alright. So the shot was wasted. At least she's no longer out in the open. And that is the activation of Lawler. Next, we go to the medic and try to heal Lawler. It's one of the reasons I wanted Lawler to go base to base to the medic. So the medic will use his order. Oops, let's roll for initiative first. I just need a 5. We get a 12, so we get 2 orders, and I will be spending one of the orders to provide medical aid. And since I am the medic, I don't need to roll for it. I just need to spend one order, and Lawler will now get rid of one of the wound tokens, so she's getting healthier and healthier. So that's the first order for the medic. The second one will be to shoot the sniper, and again against the 14 we have +1. Hopefully we make it. Okay, we rolled a 20, so that deals 1 wound, and the sniper is dead. So far so good. And our medic is activated. Next I choose the radio operator. I'll try to move towards that direction, that's where everyone is, and just to give him that bonus that he might need for initiative. So I'll be rolling for initiative. I need a 6 and above, and I get a 20. Nice. So he moves just within card distance, still within cover, and okay, fine. Let's shoot first. We need 14, since he's a soldier on top, he gets +2, so it's 14. We have a bonus of 1. Oh, wow. It's raining 20s. And this guy is the one that's already wounded, so he is now dead. And now he can go and move, make the second order, just move up to here. So we are still in cover, and we are within one over card length of the other of Singletary, who has the M203. All right, now for the his activation, we need to roll a 6+ for his initiative. This guy is already activated, so placing that activation token over there. And we need a 6. Yeah, we need a 6. Okay, so we roll a 15, more than enough. And I'm planning to place the grenade or target this area. Reason being, so we have both of them underneath the template, and I just need to roll 9 and above. Okay, we roll a 19. Both of them are under the template. They will be dealt 1 damage each, 1 wound each, but since both are soldiers, they have 2 lives or 2 wounds, so that will not take them out, but at least they are wounded, and that actually gives us a chance to get some cover. So I will be moving towards here, or maybe just here. At least I still have cover. That's my second order. And since he is also activated and he is the last part of our team, we go to the sit-rep phase. This is second turn, second sit-rep that we have been blessed with. Bad intel, threat level 8. Okay, so I need to roll immediately. It says roll immediately. I roll a 5. If failed, the mission has 1 less turn. If this does not apply to the current mission, ignore this card. Actually, that will help me. I mean, I just need to survive until... So, yeah, I don't think it applies to this mission. Alright, so let's ignore this card if it doesn't apply to the mission. Let's draw another one. And we have contact. It says all enemy elements activate. They will move toward the nearest soldier and make an attack. If there are no soldiers in line of sight after the move, the enemy elements will perform a second move. We don't have enemy elements. We have enemy stragglers. An element is a group of stragglers. So right now, this is invalid. So, okay, I think we're just getting lucky with our game right now. Since that doesn't have any effect, we will proceed with them activating. So this one will not move since he already has line of sight to the to our Marines. The nearest one is Singletary, who has the grenade launcher. He'll be shooting at threat level 14 since he is elevated, but we just need to defend against 12 since we have solid cover. So 12 that went up to 14 went back to 12. We need a 12. Okay. So we failed. We didn't meet the threat level number, and we are now wounded. So this is the first wound for Singletary. Next one is that guy. He also shoots at the Singletary. Same thing. Okay. We didn't make it again. We rolled a 6. So that's the second wound for Singletary. And cleanup phase, we remove the activation, check for the scenario, but the scenario just requires us to stay alive until... Oh man, we keep on forgetting this guy. Okay, my bad. So this guy will actually activate and move, but still he's not an element, he's now just a straggler. He's alone, and if there are no other Alwahid in line of sight, there are. So he is threat level 9. I'm not base to base with that cover, so I'm technically out in the open. Oh no, I'm not base to base. I will not benefit from solid cover. Instead, I will be benefiting from obscured cover. So instead of getting +2, I'll just benefit with +1. So I need to defend against the 9. Threat level of the Alwahid fighter is 9, but I get +1, so his threat level is now just an 8. So I just need to roll an 8. And I rolled a 5. Okay. So our radio operator is wounded. So we do another cleanup. Well, technically that's the cleanup. We go to the third activation, or a third turn. Why am I getting a Citrat card? I'm supposed to be activating them. So I'll be activating Lawler. I need a 10. So I get a 15. Make the initiative, and I will move to towards that guy and stop just at the edge of the pond. Why? Because if you hit, or if you are entering hindering terrain, that's technically an area where you can only move once. So you can't do an advance, because an advance technically makes you move twice. You can only move once, and before you enter it, you need to stop at the edge. So that's my first move, and I'll be shooting at the Alwahid fighter who's out in the open. And there you go. I just needed a 9. Actually, it's not just a 9. I have +3, so I technically rolled a 20, and should be enough. And next is our movement or our activation for who should be move next. Not so sure. Maybe we can have so it's a Singletary here. Let's have the radio operator so we can advance and share the comms benefit to the rest of the team. So let's roll. So 5, and we're not getting any bonuses from his own equipment. That's the rule. He can give bonuses to the other reroll for the other guys, and but he should not be benefiting from it. And if you fail an initiative roll, you only get to use one order, and you can only use that for move, and you draw a sit rep card. So for the sit rep card, contact the front. A straggler enters the mission area from the nearest building or terrain feature to the soldier with the highest initiative and attacks the nearest soldier. So who is the soldier with the highest initiative? Oh, it's Lawler. And the closest terrain feature is actually the wall. So someone has been hiding in the wall for quite some time and decides to pop out. And it should be a straggler. Okay, so we need to choose. We have 3 types of stragglers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. What? So it's a soldier. So a soldier pops up. A soldier who has been hiding all along. And yeah, just to remind us that it's the 3rd turn. 2 more turns to go, and we should be okay. And pops up and attacks. And attacks the nearest soldier. So I guess it's yeah, it's him. There's still obscured cover. +1. The soldier is 12. So we just need 11, which we make. Nice. Okay, so that has been done. Now we proceed with our turns. And oh yeah, so we did activate him, roll for him. So we need to move him. We can only move him, spend 1 order for movement because yeah, I think we can move towards that direction, and it's not higher than us. We can just cross that. Okay, so we're staying behind the wall so that we won't be in the open if this guy shoots later during the sit rep phase or the enemy activation phase. Alright, he is activated. Let's now try and activate our launcher. Actually, yeah, he already used all of his grenades, so he'll just be activating with his normal gun. Let's roll for initiative 6. 11, so that's a success. He activates, and yeah, I'll just go ahead and shoot this guy since from that area he is in the open. I have +2. He is 12. I just need a 10. Alright, so the first order failed. I still have another order. I'll be spending that to shoot again. 19 at last. So I got the 19, and the enemy or the target is within one maneuver card template. If enemies or you are within one or being targeted from just one maneuver card template away, it means that the shot being taken is point blank. If it's point blank, it deals 2 damage, and the Alwahid soldier only has 2, so he is done for. He's just dead. Alright, and that is the activation of Singletary. And the next one we'll be activating is our medic. We needed a 5, 7 is good. Should we go out in the open? I think I'll move towards Singletary. Yeah. Well, not that near. So at least we still enjoy some cover. And shoot at that guy, we need a 14 since he is an Alwahid soldier at level 12, elevated, gets a bonus of 2, so that's a 14. But on our side, we actually have +1, so we just need a 13. We get a 1. Now the bad thing about having a 1 is, aside from failing, your gun is jammed, so your weapons are jammed, and it takes an order for you to actually fix it. And yeah, so that's it. He has been activated. Now we draw a Sitrep card since everyone's activated, and here it says he has intel. The enemy furthest from the last soldier that attempted an initiative roll becomes an objective. You must... So he's the last soldier. I don't know which one is nearer, but technically that guy seems further from him. So he is now an objective. You must subdue him, beat him in hand-to-hand combat. You receive the enemy's intel, and he is removed from the mission area. The soldier that subdued the enemy receives +1 to his rolls for the remainder of the mission. Okay, so let's just place that here and give a marker to that soldier so that we know that he is also an objective. Okay, so next we activate them. They'll be shooting. So this guy shoots nearest. I just need a 12 since I have solid cover. And I don't make it. I am down to... Singletary is down to 1 wound. Then this guy shoots also at him. He is down. Singletary is down. Once all of your wounds have been consumed, you're technically down but not yet dead. He can still be healed 1 wound at a time, but as of now, if all of your wound capacity is full, you can't do anything, you can't move. The only thing that can be done to you is be healed. Now enemies, they won't target people that are already down unless they don't have any choice, or that's the only one they have in line of sight, so they can still shoot the others. Okay, so that is the turn of the enemies. We move on to, or at least the activation of the enemies, we move on to turn 4. Do a cleanup and start another turn. Okay, so radio guy, are you within one movement template? Yes, you are. So radio guy decides to shoot this enemy. So we have +3. Oh wait. Oh, let's roll for initiative first. We need a 6. So we fail our initiative roll. So that means we need to draw from the Sitrep deck. Contact. All enemy elements activate. They will move towards the nearest soldier and make an attack. If there are no soldiers in line of sight, after the move, the enemy elements will perform a second move. We don't have any elements, since all of them are stragglers. Okay. Alright. But the only thing he can do is move. I think he'll just stay there. And that is his activation. And next, let's activate the medic. We just need a 5. We get an 11. And administer first aid to this guy for 1 order. So we are removing 1 wound from Singletary. He should be back up. Yeah, by the way, there's a bleeding rule that after 2 turns, if you do not give medical aid, they'll bleed out and die. For my second move, I can't shoot right now since my weapon is jammed. I think does it make sense if I unjam it? I'll just heal him again for 1 order. And that is my activation, or the medic's activation. Now let's do Singletary. He'll try to take revenge and shoots this guy. He needs a 14. He has +2, so it's back to 12. Oh wait, Singletary needs his initiative first, which is 6, so he makes it, and then takes the shot, which has 2, so wasted the first shot. And his second shot, second order. Yeah, take him out. Come on. Damn it. So all of his shooting failed, probably because of trauma of being downed earlier. And that is his activation. We'll move on to Lawler. So for Lawler, I think we should be using the M18 smoke grenade. So that's 1 order, and it's just a tossed grenade, so we are putting it here. This is where it lands. Let's get this token to make it easier for us to identify where it is actually landing. So it's landing there with the template point, or the point of impact arrow pointing at her, since she is the origin. 9 or 20. Okay, right on the spot. So since we are successful with that roll, the template is actually here. So this one right now is a pillar of smoke. What it does is it blocks a line of sight if it passes through that AoE. So that should be enough protection. And for now, I think I still have a line of sight towards him, but it will be no, it won't be yeah, okay, fine. So it will be obscured because of it passes. There's a line that you can draw from her towards him that will pass through the line of sight, so that will give him some obscure cover. But okay, but he has already a high threat level. That's a 12 standard plus elevation 14 plus obscured cover 15. So I just 15. I have plus 3. I should be able to make it with just a 12. Okay, it's a 13. He is already wounded. I deliver the killing blow, but we fail to get this objective, which is fine. It just gives us +1 in our initiative rolls anyway. Oh, +1 to your rolls. Wow, that's actually strong. Oh wait. I did the initiative roll. Okay, so next, that's everyone's activation. We draw a secret card. Contact front. A straggler enters the mission area from the nearest building or terrain. Feature card with highest initiative. So it's her again. Closest terrain is this one. So someone pops up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 Al-Wahid soldier. 3, 4 sniper. 5, 6 leader. Who do we get? We get 6. It's the Al-Wahid leader. So the leader pops from the wall. So there's another person that has been hiding in the wall for quite some time. So this is our leader right now. And he has a threat level of 13. Oh wait. Okay, so we need to roll a 1d6. Sorry. 5. If it's 5 plus, the straggler is an Al-Wahid soldier. Since that's the ability of the Al-Wahid soldier. Alright, fine. The leader has a higher level, threat level, but has only 1 life. So yeah, I think the enemy will benefit more with the Al-Wahid soldier. Okay, and immediately attacks nearest. Who is the nearest? I think this guy. So he attacks this guy. I have is it? Or we can place him here, just so it's closer. Alright. So we place him there. Shoots that guy, our medic. So that's 12. I just need to defend against 12. 8. So I failed to defend. That's point blank range. That's 2 wounds to our medic. Alright. And next is this guy shoots at Singletary. We are not able to defend. We just rolled a 15. I mean a 5. So that's 1 more wound to Singletary. And that ends our 4th turn, or 4th round. We do a cleanup. Everyone's wounded. Someone's almost dead in our team. But it is now turn 5. I think we will survive. We just need 1 guy to survive. So let's start off with Oh yeah, we had the cover here. So that should have blocked the line of sight completely to him. So instead, the shot should have been made against him, and he's the one that's wounded. Okay, let's do that. Let's just transfer the wound of Singletary to the radio operator, to Crowder, which is also almost dead. Now activating, let's get now's the time that the smoke disappears during the clear phase, and let's do we have someone who has high hand-to-hand combat. There we have Singletary, who actually has +2 in hand-to-hand combat. So just to show you how it works, let's activate Singletary first. 17. So I make the initiative and I activate him. First order is to move. Now, when you end your movement and you end your movement base to base with an enemy, hand-to-hand combat automatically ensues. And it's the same thing. You just roll against the number, their threat level, and add your melee modifier, which is +2. So 14 plus 2, 16. That's way more than just 12. So that's 1 wound delivered to that enemy soldier, Al-Wahid soldier. That's our first move. Our second move, we'll just continue with the hand-to-hand combat, and I fail. So now I'm wounded by the Al-Wahid soldier. Right. So that's his activation. Let's go to medic guy. So the medic will also join him in hand-to-hand combat, but first let's roll for initiative if we make it. So we do make it. We rolled a 12, we just need the 5. He moves in base to base, and now there's more of us here. We get a bonus. So he now has 11. Now has 11 threat level, and the medic has +1. I just need a 10. So I got a 1. So he punched back and punched back pretty hard. So despite being outnumbered, he actually is quite a very good fighter. Hermit. And that's his activation. Oh wait, that was my first move. I still have my second order I can use for melee. Okay, now I punch back, which is enough to knock him dead. It's quite a strong punch. Now that ends his activation. We go to our radio operator to take his revenge. We need a 6. We get a 20. So we pass the initiative, and we will be shooting at that guy, which we don't make. It's just an 8. So that's 1 order made. Second order we shoot again, and we get a 9. Still not enough. So that is a wasted order, or a wasted activation. Next, Singletary, who already used one of the smoke grenades. Yeah, I think we can just go ahead and finish it off. There are no facings in this game, by the way. So Singletary shoots, needing 14, but I have +3, so needing a 12. But because it will be obscured because of this. Oh, 12. I have 12, he has 15, I have plus 3. I actually make it. At last, this guy is down. And that is the end of Lawler's activation. Oh wait, that was the first shot. I can still move. And I need to move somewhere with... oh, I'll just stay there. Or maybe we can pop off another smoke. Since it's the last turn, we don't know what will happen during the secret phase. Something may come up. And put smoke here. Let us roll for drift, deviation, 4. Let's toward the other side. So it's facing her. It will drift 1 card from the point of impact. So technically, the smoke is there. And yeah, that ends her turn. Now we draw the sit rep. IED, threat level 9. Roll immediately. The first soldier that attempted an initiative roll this turn has stepped on an IED. And the first soldier was Singletary. If failed, the soldier receives 3 wounds. All models in the AoE are knocked prone if the soldier fails. $15. We make it. So that's it. There were no enemies that were spawned, at least not so much, because in my other games there were a lot of enemies that spawned. And actually, the good thing about this game, I was making all my initiative rolls. Yeah, that's why it was I wasn't drawing sit rep card after sit rep card. In my other games I was. Actually, this game is kind of easy, even if 3 of them are almost dead. And yeah, that's how you play the game. That's basically most of the rules. I did not, the only rules we didn't cover were for night fighting, climbing, I think. And well, there's a bunch of other rules. Maybe I can show them in the other videos. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching another video. Please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified for any of the new videos that will be coming out, don't forget to hit the notification bell icon.